Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So some pretty interesting big news however way you look at this, that Sanguinius may not be dead. Sanguinius is in stasis, or he's badly injured and is in stasis, and people are saying that he may return. So let's put our heads into this and look at it, because for me I am baffled, confused, and to say I am kind of annoyed. So let's jump in and let's get started. So all this started from the actual Twitch, Warhammer Twitch show. The link is in the description to that video, but you can only watch that video if you are a subscriber to their channel over on Twitch, like where you have to pay to subscribe to their channel. It happens at the 47-minute mark, around 47 minutes. I would say just watch it from there, and you'll see what I'm on about when I'm explaining what the chap says. So around that mark, there's a question asked. Someone asked, can Sanguinius have a jetpack? And I think the chat was confused because they corrected it and said, why can't Mephiston have a jetpack? But in between that, he answered it saying, well, Sanguinius is dead, so he can't have a jetpack. But then he started to like mumble a bit and said, no, that's not possible because Sanguinius is in stasis. And then I don't know if he slipped up or he was just confused. But then he said, he's in stasis and he's in a bad shape. Now, I don't know if a bad shape means he's dead in a bad shape or he's injured in a bad shape. It's just one of these things which I'm confused about, and everyone's jumped on this now and said, so does that mean Sanguinius is not dead? He's just in stasis, he's alive, and he could be coming back? Because the last person who was in a bad way and in stasis was Guilliman, and we all know the story of Guilliman. He was brought back to life. Guilliman had a massive cut across his neck of Fulgrim, and he was put in stasis before he died, and of course he got saved, put in his armor, got fixed and stuff, and he's come back now, and he's currently leading the Imperium. So I'm going to hold my hands up, chaps, and I'm going to say that I wanted Sanguinius to come back. I was all for Primarchs to come back in this new setting. I'm still adamant that I want more Loyalist Primarchs to come back, but I've changed my mind on Sanguinius. I really do hope that he stays dead, just for the simple fact that I've just finished Runestorm. I'm currently listening to Dante, both fantastic books, but the story of Sanguinius in Runestorm is quite a sad and emotional tale. It really opens up this character's thought into his duel with Horus, because Sanguinius knew he was going to fight Horus on the Vengeful Spirit. He knew he was going to die against Horus on the Vengeful Spirit, and for me it really built his character, knowing that he was going to face Horus, he was going to die, and he was just going to sacrifice himself for the greater good of the Imperium. And for him to be brought back after that book, and being in that mindset, for me it really cheapens his character, and I think it cheapens the Horus heresy as a whole, as a series as well. Now, for those of you who believe it, and of course you have to take this with a tad of salt as well as that, Sanguinius apparently was the person who put the chink in Horus's armor so the Emperor could go in and mind blast him to death and finish him off. But of course we don't really know what happened on the bridge of the Vengeful Spirit. Now, the authors have been speaking about this and saying that, of course they've come to the conclusion what's going to happen on the Vengeful Spirit, but we as fans do not know. The last Horus Heresy author meeting happened, I think it was like 3 weeks ago now. So everyone knows what they're going to be writing about, the Horus Heresy, and everyone knows how it's got to go down via the authors. But we as fans don't have that opportunity. Of course, the Black Library Weekender, people got a bit of tidbit information, but nothing really big and nothing spoilerific. But as far as we know is that Sanguinius apparently died, air quotes, I'm saying that now. The Emperor mind-blasted Horus. Rogal Dawn found the Emperor. Someone took Sanguinius. I don't know what happened to Sanguinius' body. I think the Blood Angels just took him back to Terra, and from this guy, he's put in stasis now. I'm just not too sure where they're going to be going with this, because if Sanguinius was to come back, and this is truthful, and I don't care where you stand with your armies, Sanguinius is by far the best Primarch. I personally think he's the best warrior fighting thing in the entire 40k galaxy. If you unleash on Sanguinius and you unleash his rage, he will destroy anything. I'm sorry, hands down, people may agree with me, he will destroy anything. This is the character that held the Eternity Gate on his own, and then he broke Carbunda across his knee. He absolutely decimated everything in front of him. He's just pure power, rage, and everything. If you bring him back to lead a crusade, he's just got to conquer everything. It's just going to be like plot armor. Everywhere he goes, he's just going to absolutely ravage every system. It's going to be the Great Crusade 2.0 again. And the Great Crusade 2.0 is basically Imperium conquering everything. Of course, I'm a huge Imperium fanboy, but I do like the story of the Imperium slowly dying from within. Of course, we just discussed at the start of the video about Guilliman coming back and maybe giving a bit more time, but, you know, can you really cure the corruption at this stage of the Imperium when it's been set in? If Sanguinius comes back, I can see that. I can see Sanguinius coming back because people will look at Sanguinius as what he is. He is an angel. He is something which the Imperial religion can look at and come to one at. And he could take over and he could lead the Imperium to greatness. And I think that may be a bit of a cheap shot with the way the story is set and, you know, the grimdark feeling of actual 40k itself. And then you've got the things like the Black Rage. If Sanguinius never died, then how did the Black Rage happen with his psychic imprintation of his death, again, air quotes, happening to his sons, and they see the final moments of Sanguinius and all that kind of stuff. It's just a bit mind-boggling at the moment. I'm just hoping that this guy maybe just tripped over his words and he didn't know really what he was saying, instead of basically kind of confirming that Sanguinius is back now. I'm sure a lot of people will be mad about that. I'm not mad in a way where I'm going to grab my pitchfork. I'm just like upset that it cheapens his character as a whole. But with all this new story happening with 8th edition, with the retcon and stuff now, I wouldn't really be surprised if it did happen. I'm just going to say that I wouldn't really be surprised if Sanguinius actually did come back into the new lore. All right, chaps, that is enough from me. I would love to know what you think about this. If you've got any comments, feedback, anything at all. Like I said, the link is in the description if you want to go and check it out yourself. I'm sure we're going to have some nice little conversations about this. Let's try and be nice to each other. Let's not go in and rage at each other if someone has a different opinion. Let's be grown-ups in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video. Like I said, love to hear what you think about this. I shall see you all very, very soon, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you now, and bye-bye.